What's going on, guys? So we're back working with the rims again. I was able to get out and powder coat them. Since then, they've got a little bit of flash rust on them, or surface rust, nothing thick. I just don't feel like sandblasting them completely bare again. It doesn't really wipe off. I think it's okay. We're a little powder coat over top. I've been doing some practicing. It's come out pretty well, and I'm hoping to finish out these rims in the next day or two. So I'm gonna walk you through the process here. We got our Eastwood dual voltage system. I've been going with the high voltage option because it seems to work better on some of these bigger parts. I've got the gun there, I loaded it with black. It's already kind of got some residue on it from shooting some stuff earlier. And then right here I got my power cord. Because the system is charged, that's how the powder sticks to the piece. So it's a pretty easy setup. You just plug this in. You take your air, hook it to the gun. It's supposed to be set at like 8 to 12, in between 8 and 12 psi. And then there's this little tiny button here, and this is what charges it. You put a ground wire on there, and the stuff sticks. The only other thing you want to make sure you do when you're spraying this stuff is put a mask on, because it is pretty gross. You see the stuff floating around, you really don't want it in your lungs. So, let's see how it sticks, this little thing, this rim. I've been doing some experimenting, and I think I finally have it worked out. I got a clothespin there, an outer surface of that. I got my ground on there, and I'm able to rotate this thing. So, I got enough wire, you press this down, and you just spray the gun. And you can actually see, if I get close here, it'll spark, it'll arc. Actually, you didn't see it there, but I'm just gonna go ahead and coat this thing. What you wanna do is just kind of go over the top with this. I also got this nifty powder coating tent off of Amazon. It was like 25, 30 bucks. Helps keep the mess down a little bit. I'm holding the button down, just wrap it over the top. It has to be baked, so I use tin foil over the lugs. I don't want them getting all filled with powder coat. I don't know if this ground's on there as good as I'd like. Let me see if I can move that down a little bit. All right, now we're sticking a little bit better. All right, so we got our jet black Eastwood powder coat sprayed. It is hard getting inside of these welds, but I did what I can. Worst comes to worst, I'll give it a second coat. You can go and recoat this stuff pretty easily. You literally just spray it back on and do the process again. The only thing you'll have to worry about is it doesn't stick as well because of kind of like the magnetic, electronic discharge gets it sticking. You don't have that once it's already powder coat on there, so you just stick it on more or less with gravity and good luck. But we're at preset at 450 on my free oven. Again, its use. It's outside because I spilt a little bit of powder coat in the bottom, and it's terrible. We've covered that earlier, but it's so terrible I wanted to cover it again. And since it's outside, I can't use this lift to feed it. So now I have to go and lift this thing up. Which, oh, we're out of travel. The only issue, all right, I'll do it like this. I'm gonna pick this thing up, put it in that oven. I'm gonna ask you to open it when I get close.
Okay.
This thing is heavy. This is a big steel rim. So this kind of sucks, a little precarious, but we'll make it work. I also am trying not to rub all my powder coat off the bottom, but maybe get another coat anyway, so we'll see. Alright, so that hooks out. Alright, that's out. Alright, I'll open the oven.
Didn't you just say what you wanted me to do? And that was...
Yeah, I know, but I thought I was going to forget about it. Alright.
I would hope you didn't forget about that. It's kind of a main step of putting things in. You're a child.
probably should have had more experience baking before this. Oh, there we go.
Put your hands on the side. There you go.
Ta-da. All right. So we're in for 450. You want to go for 5 minutes and you want to wait for your flow coat. And what that is going to look wet. Because I'm sure you saw it, but right now it looks almost fuzzy, like felt. You want it to be wet all the way around. Check it every 5 minutes. So that's what we're doing. All right, so we moved the oven outside because it was stinking, which causes an issue because we have to see how the flow coat's going. Luckily, we only work with the highest class equipment, and my oven has a light. So you can still see it's kind of felty. I thought that light was actually going to be better. Let me get my personal light out. But up here, it's still like felt. It's getting wet down there. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know if they're having issues that rust underneath, but it looks like a weird color. I don't know. We'll see as time goes on. But I'll give it another 5 minutes or so. All right, it's been another 5 minutes. We're out here checking again. I don't know what I saw earlier, if that was from the light surface rust underneath. I don't think so. Maybe this will need a new coat. I think we're getting to that point though where it's all wet, so I'm willing to go bump this down to 400 for 20 minutes. It also stinks in there still. Whew. So there might be a more efficient way to do this, but I really don't know how to work an oven, so I just turn it off in between.
I think there's a way better way to do that.
So, just like any good cooking show, while that's in the oven, I've got our finished piece right here. This was actually the first piece I did. This is black with silver vein. And it came out, I thought, extremely well. I did 2 coats on this. This bottom piece was only 1 coat. And, yeah, I think that's going to look awesome on that truck. Also, I had a little bit of free time in here. I had a 6-inch chrome tip that came with my exhaust. And I decided to powder coat that as well. I thought that came out phenomenally well. Same color as the outside here. And I think it'll look pretty good. Do you smell what the bach is cooking? It's rimmed. And it stinks.
Oh, and it's steamy too.
Whatever was going on the outside looks like it fixed itself, so that's good. Oh.
Good?
Yeah, we just wanted to move a little bit. Oh, rim is hot.
Watch yourself.
Probably scrape all stuff off the bottom, but it is what it is. The inside looks good. Maybe a little orange peely, maybe I'll put it on a little heavy, but hopefully it'll hold up. Alright guys, I think that's going to be the end of this video. Next time you see these rims, they should all be done and getting mounted on the 43s. I can't wait to go see that combo. And hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll be getting a lot done on the Bronco. I've got 78 days until the East Coast Bronco Roundup, and I want to have the diesel there. So, gonna be a late night.